I don't know why they playing with us, but it's burning and we smell it. And just like fires, a lie spread faster than truth. So you may have to keep coming back to get ahead of it. Because I don't know why they ain't got ahead of that fire, man. But we're going to have to be paying attention so we know what's going on. Salute to all of us who celebrate life. Because death not easy. And I ain't talking about the people who transition or who have left this plane of living. I'm talking about the death that we gotta live, that we gotta experience while we're alive. The one that we gotta make inside to even begin to learn how to live. So I say again, salute to all of us who celebrate life, because death not easy. For those of us who have been on a spiritual journey, a spiritual path for some time, you will relate to me when I say it wasn't easy. As I have walked my path and during the times, different times, and walking my path or being on my journey, they called me crazy. They laughed behind my back too. Who knows what they may have did because they didn't understand. I say that to say, don't let that distract you on your journey. You're gonna have to know how to give yourself an olive branch. The greatest thing I could have ever did was learning how to give myself an olive branch. What that means is make peace, find peace, sit in peace in who you are. In every aspect of what you are. And in every quality of how you are, good, bad, and indifferent. That take a lot of work on yourself. That take a lot of inner work. That take a lot of self-esteem. Because that world out there, outside of you, it's gonna do everything to make you believe in it instead of yourself. So you're gonna have to know how to give yourself an olive branch. See, we're in a world where it's more takers than givers. And if you're a giver, then you understand, you understand and you overstand, as well as you understand what I just said. Why do I point that out? Because anytime we can go on the internet and see people talk about things that don't even make no damn sense, and people like you support it, that let me know that we definitely in need of change. We definitely in need of change. And I appreciate all of you who come across my channel and realize that I'm talking about something that matters. Something that can actually help you if you apply it. Because you can't look back on it until you've been through it. Until you got through it and you completed it. Now, what do I mean by that? Because just like at any point in time, you can go on the internet and see people talk about shit that don't make no damn sense. At any point in time, you can go on the internet and see people regurgitating what somebody else already laid out and telling you that that's the way you're supposed to be. That's the way you're supposed to live. That's the way you're supposed to speak. And y'all are buying to it. Who using their own mind? Who really know how to eat the meat and spit out the bones? Because this ain't no time to be getting hoodwinked. It's the time to be snatching it off. See, all of us who didn't plan to come do this again, gonna understand exactly what Saul's sitting here saying. And all of us who didn't plan to come here and do this again, we are aware of the hard work, the dedication, and the commitment, as well as the discipline that it took and that it continues to take. We ain't get here by mistake. We're not shining by mistake. Our life didn't change by mistake. It took work. And we're doing it. So we ain't got nothing to prove to no one or nobody. There's no one to impress other than yourself. And those that secretly compete against us where they don't compare are probably realizing that, and they're right now. See, you can't look back on what you haven't completed. And it's way too many chiefs than it is Indians. And that's being realized too. But when you mess up, you do better. Message: when you mess up, you do better. Not the same thing that got you realizing you messed up in the first place. When you mess up, you do better. If it's so many Indians, so many chiefs, who the tribe? Who the Indians? See, as I said before, you won't get it till you live it. You can come listen every day. You take notes every day. But you won't get it until you live it. And in order to live it, you gotta be able to put yourself under investigation. And if you put yourself under investigation, you know the caution, you know the carefulness, you know the diligence and persistence and the delicateness it's gonna take for you to deal with yourself. Because some of the parts of yourself ain't so pretty to look at. But when you put yourself under investigation, we gotta be careful. So careful to the point that everything and everybody get put under investigation, get put under the microscope. If you truly learning yourself, it don't take for me to explain that to you. Why? Because we project our fractures just as well as we project our wholeness. I'm gonna say it again because my tongue got tied. We project our fractures just as much as we project our wholeness. But who's paying attention? I stay in class. I hope you do too. So what would your best life look like? What would your best life feel like? And how would your best life express itself through you? There's only two ways that we could possibly answer those 3 questions. Y'all stay with me because I'm dropping math through the science. It's only 2 ways that we can answer those 3 questions, because it's only 2 ways that we can process it. 3D or 5D beyond. What does that mean? Worldly or spiritual, materialistic or energetic, matter or substance, form or the essence. I said all that to say, learning yourself is the thought process. Now what you gonna do with it? See, we project our fractures or we project our wholeness. Who's paying attention? If you're doing shadow work, you are. I have no doubt about that. Be glad I'm talking about things that matter, because a lot of us went from the darkness to the light. I'm gonna say it again. A lot of us went from the darkness to the light, but very few, like me, came from the light and chose to go into the darkness and then have to make our way back to the light again. The true 1%. And in doing so, we brought a few of y'all back with us. In doing so, I brought a few of y'all back with me. I see y'all. Salute. To the rest, it's all an illusion. I hope you find your way out the Sims. Because if not, you're still trying to figure out, are you in the nightmare, the dream, or the vision? If not, you're trying to figure out how to imagine the good life you appear to have, but your real life feel like the nightmare. This is the real fight. How do I know? I've been there. But I also got out. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Ask yourself, if me and you had a conversation, what type of conversation would we have? What could we build? What could we produce? And what would it accomplish? Thanks for the likes, unlikes, shares. When you share, it helps the message resonate throughout the collective. Somebody else need to hear this. Just don't come over here to steal game or think you can steal game. It's not gonna work. I had to say that because it happens. Thank you for being you and allowing me to be me. Stay up, family. I am Sawu. Peace.